Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show. It is a Sunday night, and you know what that means. We just got done watching House of the Dragon, and we're here to talk about episode 8. As always, this is the Nerd you're going to hear alongside my wonderful co host, Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful, wonderful Sunday.
Sunday.
And you get a special treat. It's your second show of the day
That's right, Brad. That's right.
from your one and only Nerd Boys.
Yeah, from your Nerd Boys.
Nerd Boys.
Yeah. Brad, let's go. We talked a couple of hours ago. We talked about
Rings of Power.
Power, and I was trying to talk about the other fantasy show that we get to watch today. So we're gonna be talking about House of Dragon episode 8. But Brad, anything you want to share that you've done since the hours of noonish to 7
I
40
mean,
your time?
we
7:40?
went to PetSmart. Had to get some dog food. Had to get some few toys for the puppy because it's what you got to do.
All right.
And then went over to the in-laws and spent a good 3, almost 4 hours there
All right.
because my wife can't tell time. And I was literally like, I need to go watch Game of Thrones, woman. Get your shit together.
Why won't you understand?
I gotta watch this and talk to Raul about it now. I'm texting Raul before I go. Like, this woman will not leave. I'm gonna be like 30 fucking minutes late. What the fuck?
That's when Brad called me up and was like, "Can you please talk to her?"
Can you just tell her the importance of this issue?
Oh, Brad. Well, look, man. Happens to the best of us, I guess.
Well, and one of the things that happened is we had ordered food, and they don't deliver out to us because we live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. But they deliver out to her parents, so we always order food to her
Yeah.
parents and then go pick it up. They gave us the wrong fucking order. Like,
Of course they did.
and so she's trying to get on phone with corporate and shit. I'm like, ain't nobody picking up over there. It's fucking Sunday. It's Game of Thrones Sundays. We literally were driving back. There was nobody on the road. It's Game of Thrones fucking Sunday. Like, everybody's on their TV. There's 25 million plus people watching the show. What do you
I
understand?
just want to watch the show, Brenda.
Like, I don't give a fuck about the groceries. And even when we got back, I opened up one of the fucking drinks that weren't like mine that I ordered. Then I'm just like, fuck it. Well, I guess we bought these. I'm like, fuck it. You can get milk some other time.
God damn it, Brad. You know what, man? But hey, man, look, it happens to the best of us, right? What's it called? I told you, don't worry about it, because I was literally late that one time for review.
Yeah, but I still feel bad about it. I mean, yeah, I know you feel bad about it. I feel bad about it. Like, this is one of our, like, these Sunday shows are like one of those premiere things of like, this is what we fucking do. This is the whole reason the network exists, is so we can watch this, come here, and talk about Game of fucking Thrones. Don't you get it, woman?
Understand that.
I've been doing this for 7 years. You think I'm going to quit now? No. We got like 5 seasons of Game of Thrones. We're going to year fucking 12 on this network.
You're like, come on, man. Please, just do this.
If this is the only fucking thing we do is show up every Sunday, talk about Game of Thrones, that's what this network is going to be.
Oh, man. But, Brad, I'm glad to see you, though. I'm glad that you
Good to see you, Raul. Good to see you as always. Even though you handed me my ass, and I will admit it, at Extreme Rules, and you are still commissioner, and you are the champion, the undisputed champion of High Flyer Radio.
Fuck. Right here. But tonight, let's go ahead and get into this, because it was quite the explosive episode. Lines were crossed last week.
Who? I mean, like, I don't think people like do these. Like, I get their family members and all, but I don't think they understand. Like, don't be calling these kids bastards. That's literally apparently the worst thing you can do is try to delegitimize the princess's sons. And I'm just saying.
But
Although we haven't gotten into spoiler warning, have we?
yeah, you haven't got a spoiler warning. So before we can get,
Spoiler warning.
let's go ahead and get into our spoiler warning, my friends. So if you have not seen this week's episode, then you want to go ahead and click out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, then go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The banner is up. That means all spoilers can be discussed. So, whew, time jump. Another time, last time jump we're gonna get.
Yeah, I don't know how many years this is ahead, but like,
It's gotta be like a couple, no? Like a couple, 5 or 6.
you think like five? I'd say 5 or 10 between
Yeah,
that.
because those kids are pretty. They're
Yeah,
older
they grew
now.
up pretty big.
Yeah, so they're older now, but time has not been good to Viserys.
Well, it really hasn't, like, for any of
Bro,
these episodes.
I felt really bad this episode. Like I was, I actually
But
kind of felt really sad at the end.
I mean, let's just say we previous episodes we've been like Viserys is not a good king, and he to me he's still not. But what he is, he's a great damn father.
Great
Because
father,
when
bro.
he showed up and crawled his ass to his throne to legitimize his heirs, that man was fucking king. And even Damon fucking bent the knee. He
Yep.
he went to his side and he was like, "Come on, you got this."
Yeah, I
Like that was probably the most badass. Like, there's been a lot of badass moments of this season. That right there, that one's gonna be hard to top for me. Where the
yeah,
doors open and it's the king and him and his cane and just the slow walk, and we get the whole walk. And this
yeah,
man is in pain, but he is getting there to basically save his daughter.
yeah. So when in my opinion, the critics were 100% right. This is the best episode of the season thus far. Holy fuck. I mean, there's just so much to kind of get into here because that's one thing. Just Viserys just being literally on his deathbed. That's it. It's done. Like we at the
Yeah,
end, literally the
it's
man dies. That's it.
yeah,
But there was a lot going on here. It's Aegon raped a girl, and Aegon has gone down the path that pretty much like you either gotta set your shit straight because you're gonna be the king. Like it looks like that's what's gonna happen. Like you gotta set your shit right. And
you
fucking
remember, do you remember that news story? Like, this was like 10, 15 years ago. They had that kid who got drunk and like he drove his car and he killed a person, and he basically they made the defense, and I forget what they called it, but because of his wealth, they blamed that of his parents' wealth and all because of that backstory that he was able, and he got off on it with
yeah,
that. So he's kind of like one of those bros, one of those, you know, thinks he can get away with anything. And, you know, the queen kind of basically said he could. He is a problem.
yeah. Um, fuck. And yeah, I mean, he's a problem. He's a problem, but all of them are shitheads, bruh. Like
Yeah.
all of them are
No,
shitheads.
they're all like, it's strange to say, but Damon's really the only one. And I think he's grown from when we first saw him. He's the only one, like, I think properly playing the game and
Yeah,
actually now he's understanding, like, you know, it's his family. Like, I think he gets it.
yeah. But
Um,
even then, like bits of Aemon, you just saw the way that Aemon was looking at Damon. Like
yeah.
Aemon's basically becoming little bits and pieces of Damon.
Yeah, in
Like
a way.
yeah,
He has that same bloodline, yeah.
yeah. And it's like, but holy crap! I mean, I thought we were in for like a easy episode. So of course, we'll just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room. So the sea snake is dead. Sea snake is
Or
dead.
close to death.
Close to
They
death.
are basically saying he is dead, and they're trying to figure out who will
Is the
inherit the throne.
inherit the
Because of
throne?
course Lenore
Is dead.
is technically dead. He's not
Yeah,
dead, but he's technically dead.
he's dead. He's dead to the realm. The
Yeah.
realm knows that he's the realm thinks he's dead. Now,
And they all think that Rhaenyra and Daemon killed
yeah,
him or had him killed.
yeah. But Sir Corlys has a brother who wants to make his you know case for the throne, and what's it called? This is kind of a lot of these things are happening behind Viserys' back because Viserys is too sick to know. But let's be real, it's not that he's too sick to know. Is that they're getting him
He,
so fucking high to the point
yeah,
that
he's
he doesn't
being
even know
drugged
what the
up.
fuck is happening. Yeah,
Milk of the poppy, which, if you all know,
fucking
is
heroin,
heroin. Yeah. So
fucking
they're getting
opium.
him high enough where he cannot function. And it was great to see when Rhaenyra and Daemon came in, and Daemon immediately fucking knew. And he's just sitting in that chair waiting for Allison to come in, and he basically says, you know, he basically says what we said. Like, you got him so high, like, he can't do his duties.
Yeah. So they're just feeding information and just pretty much just going about that, saying that it's like, but I like, there's just so many things like fucking Otto Hightower just sitting on that throne. Like, if that's his, like, oh,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that is so disrespectful. Like,
Yeah.
the man's not dead yet, and you're sitting on his throne like if you're the king. It's like, holy fuck. Um, but what's it called? The game was played this week. The game was fucking played. Like,
You know, and honestly, I wasn't expecting him to get out of that bed.
no,
Like,
me
I
neither.
wasn't expecting him to show up and make that decision. But that is the biggest pop of this season was when those doors,
Oh
like I
yeah.
said, when those doors open, and he just came in,
The music started
and
like, oh
yeah, and you're like, yeah, he's basically on death's door. But if he's gonna do one last damn thing in his life, it's gonna basically be to save his daughter.
and it sucks that it's all gonna get ruined next episode.
Yeah, which because now we know Allison is this fervent religious zealot. That's what
Yeah,
she is now, to the seven or
yeah.
whatever she's talking about. And I don't even think Otto buys into it. And like he's just like, whatever the fuck, this crazy bitch.
Let's be
That's
real.
crazy bitch.
Allison is what the guy from season 6. I can't remember his name, but the what's it called? The grand priest or whatever he was. Basically, what he is, she is, but with more power
With more power,
because
yeah,
she's queen.
yeah. So you're getting into that. So she's believing in all this religious fervor, and then the king, high out of
Like
his
the Pope.
mind, death's door, like 2 minutes later, is fucking dead. He thinks he's talking to Rhaenyra, which
Yeah,
he thought Alicent was in the room when Rhaenyra was there too, and in some semblance, I guess he figured it out
yeah,
in that instance. But in this one, basically, he thinks he's talking to Rhaenyra, and then Alicent's probably going to take this, and shit's about to go down.
yeah,
Like she is going to try and put her son on the throne because she believes it's her dying husband's, the king's, last wish.
yeah. And so oof, I mean, what a fucking moment when Sir Corliss's brother gets but don't call the kids bastards, bro.
Like I'm trying. Like, have we not learned? Like for the past fucking at least 2 episodes, people have been trying. Like a kid lost his eye. Like there's been some other fucking shit. Like don't be calling these kids bastards. Like
Like for Damon, bro. Like Damon, what's it called?
Damon didn't. He did not hesitate. He's like, that's my wife, sir. That's my ride or die. You gonna die.
I'm the dad who stepped up. I'm not the stepped.
But I loved Viserys' reaction. It's like, I'll have your tongue, and like the next thing you see is we actually see his tongue and half his
He
mouth.
says, he can keep his tongue. He said, which by the way is so fucking badass. Just like
Yeah.
he can keep his tongue. But I mean, that was crazy because like that's actually like that's some wild ass murder you just committed, bro. And your brother's just gonna be like, it's okay, he
Well,
deserves
and I
it.
loved how he kept his cool when they were like
Yeah,
disarm him, and he's like, no, man, like I'm fucking done.
that's all I had to do.
I,
But that's
that's
wild
all
because
I
like
needed to do.
this man, bro, like that was the most calm that Damon's been this whole fucking season. Well, no,
Yeah, he
last
just
week he was just standing there, like just standing there,
yeah. Like he stopped what's his fuck face
Sir Kristen.
Sir Kristen from joining into that fight, and then this one he just chops a dude's head off in half, and no, like I Damon is a menace, but I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute.
Yeah,
Matt Smith is on the screen.
and it looks like Rhaenyra had another pair of kids, another kid. He had another
One
kid.
another an Aegon and a Viserys, and that was kind of cool. Like I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
and she
lie,
has
like
one more in the oven too.
yeah, and her showing King Viserys, and then having the little joke like name for a king, and he just kind of gets a chuckle from that. It you know that was a kind of good moment in the show.
Yeah. Um, and I don't know, man. I mean, I really like this episode, Brad. I don't know if I've asked you yet. Like, what are your general thoughts here?
Oh, great episode. Best of the season. Yeah, it might be up there because I don't think I had a pop in this season yet, and there've been quite a few.
I
As
know I
much
popped when the
as
kid got his eye fucked
oh
up,
yeah,
though.
that was like just the kids fighting. Like I kind of
Yeah.
want to make like kid UFC and go with that, but UFC for kids. Watch now. People would watch that.
I would
Um,
watch the fuck out of that.
just kids beating the
And then
shit out of each other.
fucking yeah. Oh man, but
But yeah, I loved this episode, and that is Viserys, the door opening, and Viserys walking in there to save his daughter. That that was probably my favorite moment of the season. It's probably going to be no, like even with Dragonfire and all that shit. Like that will probably be my favorite moment of this whole season because Viserys, like to us, Viserys like shitty king. Like, don't get me wrong, like he doesn't want to get into any conflicts, and I think the fact he didn't cause more problems for him in his kingdom. But in this one instance, he comes through as a good dad at the very
yeah,
end when it's the most painful to him.
yeah, and like I truly felt like I felt good during that dinner scene. The parts that were
Well, the one where Viserys is still sitting there, and then after that, it all goes into
yeah,
because yeah, his children are just shitheads.
yeah,
Um, and what the thing is Rhaenyra's kids tried, like they tried to get past, was it Aegon's shit talk,
yeah,
and then they couldn't handle it when basically they were being called bastards again, just in a different
yeah.
form.
And I mean, I understand. I understand why they reacted like that, but like, you know, I think Allison in the back of her mind was like, I see through all this fakeness. And I don't think it was fake coming from Rhaenyra. I think
I think she
Rhaenyra was
actually,
very
yeah.
vulnerable. And like, she's going through, like, she's watching her father die before her very eyes. Like, it's, it's is
Well,
it.
this
Like,
last time that when she comes, this last time she's going to see him. That's probably what she was thinking.
yeah.
And that man literally, like, that man made everyone at that table lose their appetite when he took off that mask. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I was just like, nah, bro, come on, man.
Like, dude, like, I'm not going to be able to finish my fucking salad.
I'm just glad the Crypt Keeper is still getting work after all these years, looking good too.
I mean, I just like hide money in that hole, like, so nobody like pickpockets me. I just hide some cash up in there.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, what's it called? It was quite the moment too, and there was some bullshit when fucking Aegon goes up to the what's it called? His wife to be, Lucerys' wife to no Lucerys, right, or
Yeah,
Lucerys?
yeah, I think it's Lucerys. And he's
Lucerys
just like,
is.
hey, yo, if he doesn't do it for you, I can do it for you.
I got you, bro.
And it's like, dude, didn't you just rape a chick at the beginning of this episode? Like, go
Yeah,
sit
like
your fucking stupid ass down.
yeah, like go
Like your mom just paid off a servant girl and then fed her tea, Plan B tea.
Plan BT, bro.
Get the
Plan
fuck out of
T,
here.
Brad.
Oh, you're
Plan T.
you're all horrible people, and I hope you
Yeah.
all fucking die.
Yeah. But hey, Brett, no what's it called? No dragons this episode.
No,
Um
no.
no. But this was really good. I mean, this felt it
I
was really
mean, the only
good,
thing
and
being the only thing dragging was Damon dragging his nuts over that dude with half a head.
yeah. Bro, when Allison goes up to Aegon's room and uncovers him, and he just got like ass just
It's
out
like
of like
how many times is poor mom gonna see this dude's ass?
yeah, yeah. But fuck, man. I mean, it's just
Although the line "You are no son of mine" is just like,
it's
ooh.
fucking wild, dude.
I mean, I've pissed my mom off plenty of times. I've been called a few things by her, but never "You are no son of mine." Like, whoo.
Yeah,
Stacy, Plan T when Lipton just won't do.
Lipton just won't do. When Lipton just won't do, Brad.
Thank you for joining us, Stacy.
Thank you for showing us, Stacy. Well, I gotta say though, what's it called? They did good. I love the there was that look when like the dinner was being set right, and you guys kind of got that medium shot of Rhaenyra with the candles in the back too. I was like,
Hmm.
oh, that was a great shot. Um, but I mean, this episode was really like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel really sad. I felt really sad for Viserys, like, cause you're saying it right, like, you can judge him all we want for being a king, but like, he truly
He was
loved
good.
Rhaenyra. Like,
Yeah, he was a
he
good
even
dad.
said that was her only child, his only child. Like, that's my only
Yeah,
child.
and he apparently he didn't remember. That's the thing though. Is like in the last episode, maybe this episode. I don't remember on this episode. He called Allison his first wife's
Emma,
name.
last episode,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it called
and
her
it's just
Emma.
like, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, that's
And it's
rough.
just like, I don't know, man. It just I truly felt sad at the end, but of course that's gonna end up coming to bite Rainier in the ass, and now the
Yeah,
Civil War is about to
can
pop
we just
off.
talk about Renice?
Oh yeah,
Renice is one of those. It's like I'm going to go either way as long as I get mine.
yeah. Well, it's just like that's where I'm glad that Viserys did that power play, and like, because it's true. Nobody is asking Rhaenys about this. Like, everybody else is trying to make their petition. It's like
Hmm.
the first person who should have gone up there was fucking Rhaenys. Like,
Well, I loved how Viserys was like, "We're going over this again."
yeah. Which that's the part where like Vaymond is like, like, oh, you was my brother. And I'm like, well, as your brother, you would know that that is his only wish. His wish was for his son to get up there. So what the fuck are you trying to make an excuse? Like,
Well,
you're
and
like, come on.
and I can see it from the brother's perspective, even though he's now
Yeah.
lying there with half a head, is like
Oh my
those
god.
are illegitimate kids. Like
Yeah.
anyone with like half a mind can see it now. He does have a half a mind because he said it. But it's one of those things that's like, what if you feel so strongly about it? Yeah, I guess you're gonna die over it. So, and I mean, he could have been fine. Like they probably would have kept him on as consult, maybe hand
Would
of
have been Jace Lucerys's hand.
yeah, like he could have been kept on had he just been
Shut the
able to
fuck up.
deal with, you know, just the because he knew, Lenore was not into women. He
I
had to
feel like a
fucking
lot of
know.
them knew that. I
They
feel
all
like a
the
lot
dad
of them
knew it.
knew.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like you
Like,
weren't gonna get that from them. And
yeah.
if anything, like these two kids seem all right. Like,
A lot of space. Oh my god. So quick Stacy says quick thought. From the looks of it, the Iron Throne was purchased from IKEA. A lot of spare swords around the room. Fuck you, Stacy.
I mean,
Oh
you
man.
free sword with a order of meatballs.
Oh my god. But it's true, Brad. And it's like that's like oh god, but
And you would think in the past 2 or 3 episodes, every time someone has called them bastards, it has not ended well. You
yeah.
would think they would get it through their mind to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Is it like, oh, it's been 10 years in this time jump? I've totally forgot that we last time somebody called them bastards. Oh, he lost an eye.
It's the time. He told him, what's it called? If you anybody remember what Viserys said, if anybody dares to question the validity of Rhaenyra's sons, you will have your tongue cut off. So, you know,
And he was going to. And then
yeah,
he had to go and call Rhaenyra a whore, which
yeah,
David did not take kindly to.
no, no, no. Said you don't speak to my niece like that.
I mean, like, if anyone in this show you're going to call a whore, don't let it be Damon's wife.
No,
Because
no,
Damon is the one to put on the black Nikes. He is
dude.
the one to greet you at night with the hood and kill you.
Even Allison during that whole ordeal had the face of like, would
Oh,
not be doing this right now. Like this is not.
nope.
It's like, dude, just
Mm-mm.
play the game, bro. Play the game because
No,
this is
Allison.
not the way you
Allison
want to
is
do
like,
it.
went through this like 10 years ago. Nope.
Nope, nope.
Nope.
Can't you can't find me there.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, like just play the game, bro. Don't do this shit right now. You're gonna get killed. Not when Black Air Force One energy is right there in the room.
Mm-mm. That man don't give no fucks. Every time that man enters that fucking hall with the big
Yeah,
iron throne, someone dies.
yup.
Someone dies, or he just doesn't give a fuck.
Just doesn't give a fuck. But yeah. I mean, I like this episode a lot. I can't wait to see what we've got next week. We have two more episodes now, so two more Sundays, and we'll be done with this first season. And then, of course, we'll just have to wait for season two next year or 2024. I don't know
Or
how it's
whenever.
gonna work.
I don't know how have they been filming it.
They film in March
Oh, they film in March, so probably 2024.
2024, more than likely. Yeah, but I'm excited, man. I mean, this has been
Hey, but
ramping
that's
up.
good. That's good for all the viewers and listeners. You'll get like fuck if they go 4 or 5 seasons, you'll get at least another 7, 8 years of the Nerdcore,
Yeah, yeah. No way that we end it without finishing up House of the Dragon, right?
right?
Yeah, maybe in 7 to 8 years we'll have the Winds of Winter, right?
No. George R. R. Martin ain't finishing no more books.
Yeah. Every time I start reading that first book, I think, what's the point? The
Yeah.
book series isn't even fucking done yet.
Yep.
So what's the point of reading this shit?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, this is why
Yeah.
I'm saying read The Dark Tower by Stephen King, because he basically finished those. He adds a few here and there every now and again, but he basically finishes it.
Yeah. Hey, but like it's the same thing with House of the Dragon, Brad. I mean, what's it called? The Blood, Fire and Blood book.
Yeah, it's not
It,
finished.
it's not finished.
And George R. R. Martin's not going to finish it.
No, he's just gonna do another spinoff. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he's just gonna go and be like, we're gonna do the prequel of the prequel.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Because
like
money.
I told you, Brad. So if season 4 is terrible, you know why, right?
Yeah, this time we're gonna blame on George R. R. Martin because he couldn't finish his fucking books.
Yeah, because you can't be bothered to finish your damn book and
And
give
then
somebody proper work to fucking what's it called
yeah, and
adapt.
I love how he just like gets upset at the writers being like, oh, that's not what I would do. Then what the fuck would you have done, George?
Yeah.
What would you have done? Because they would have made it had you written it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Brad, any final thoughts here?
Rest in peace, Viserys.
Rest in
Like
peace.
I said, I still think you were a shitty king, but goddamn, you were a good dad.
You good dad,
You're a good
and
dad.
I'm gonna be like real honest here. You did not deserve to go like that. Like that
No,
was terrible.
like just disease, which the problem I have with that is like every character in this like looks great for like being at what 20 years in the future. Look at Damon. Damon doesn't look like he aged a fucking day. And
Viserys.
Viserys over here looking like the Crypt Keeper.
Yup. Or we could always use another Elden Ring game, Elden Ring or two.
Jesus.
Yeah, fucking George R. R. Martin's like, I'm sorry, I'm writing
I gotta
Elden
do
Ring
another
Part
Dark
Two.
Souls game. Fuck.
I'm writing Elden Ring 2. Fuck you.
It's like George, you're overweight, you're very old. Like you probably got arthritis or something. So just dictate to someone what the fuck you want to put down at the end of all these
Yeah.
books.
Yeah. That's why last time we talked about it, I was like, it's bullshit, dude. You're not gonna get to work on it. Like,
I do
nah.
love his reaction though. Like I think this was a few years ago. I think the original Game of Thrones when they were like, George is going to die before he ever finishes those books, and his reaction was like, I think he wrote back, he's like, "Fuck you."
He's like, fuck you.
Fuck you. Man,
Of course,
I was honestly like, oh god, COVID years. God damn it.
yep, he's gone. He's gone. But no, I mean, he's
And
still
he's gone.
here. He's still here, man. He's still here,
Still
but
kicking. He's like
still
Francis
kicking,
Ford
but
Coppola, not dead.
not dead. But love this episode. I'm excited for next week. The dance is underway, my friends. I mean, it really is. But I did want to bring up like my brother did say, like, you really do feel bad for Helena though. Helena's the only one that like she truly has nothing to do in this, but she's the one who's gonna like there's just she's gonna have to see everything happen and unfold in front of her. Like Helena has no role in this whatsoever.
Is that the one married to Aegon?
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
yeah,
all she wants to do is collect bugs.
yeah. She don't do collect bugs.
Although I did love her toast in this. That was the funniest
Oh
goddamn
yeah.
thing because
Don't marry. You
Aegon
don't.
acting real slick like he's a ladies' man, and then his
Yeah.
wife just stands up in there and like, and sometimes he touches me when he's drunk. It's like, oh, goddamn.
Yeah, he said, I'm just gonna go dance with my brother. Fuck you. Oh man. Well, with that said, though, I'm gonna put down the spoiler banner. We're done here. Great episode. Can't wait for next week. Slowly approaching the finale of the season finale. So fuck, man, can't believe it. All right, it's down. We're done talking about that. So with that said, it is getting late here, so I gotta be up tomorrow at 6. Brad's got to be up tomorrow at 5 or 4. I can't remember.
4:30.
Jesus Christ, Brad. But then again, you
time.
did this for Brenda. You you did this for
I
Brenda.
mean, it's only 8:10, so we're not bad.
Yeah. No, I mean, as in like you moved out farther from work, so that way your wife could be closer to work.
Yeah, that's true. Like
All for her to.
I used to be 8 minutes from work.
Yeah.
And
All
a
for
way
her to
cheaper
take-
house. I had a very cheap mortgage back in the day. I miss it. I miss the amount of money that I was spending, and then she had to move us out here and tripled it. So I'm just like, I'm poor. I keep telling her dad because I got her dad to buy like a $40,000 Mustang because I got drunk, and I'm just like, you should buy it. It'd be worth it. It sounds so cool. And he did it. And so he always brings up the fact that I cost him $40,000. And I'm like, sir,
Your daughter.
your daughter cost me so much more.
I put it on the tab, fucking asshole. Oh man. But yeah. Brad, with that said, though, y'all can catch us tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about 28 Days Later as we continue on with Spooky Month.
Horror
month. Yes, we're gonna talk 28 Days Later, and then on Thursday.
She does make me cool stuff like this, so that's kind of cute.
And then on Thursday, we're gonna talk about another horrific movie, Pinocchio, according to Brad.
Oh God, I've still only watched like 30 minutes of the goddamn thing, but I don't know what the fuck's going on with that movie. And now I gotta listen to fucking Pinocchio's whiny ass voice for another hour. God damn it.
Just know, Brad, it's all gonna be worth it in December when we get Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
God, I hope so.
It better not get delayed.
Jesus Christ, it probably will be. Just the way things go.
Yeah. Well, let's go. Check us out tomorrow. Same place as always, youtube.com/nerdcore, twitch.tv/nerdcore. If you're listening to this on a podcast platform, please help us out by 5-starring this. But in the meantime, it's late, so I'm literally just going to pass it to Brad. Get him out of here, Brad.
All right, roll. Thank you being host as always. Thank to all those who joined us in chat today, which was just Stacy. So thank you, Stacy.
Shout out to you, Stacy.
Being the one and only.
Yeah.
That's our ride or die right there. Stacy, you're our ride or die.
Yeah.
Thank you to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I'm just gonna, I guess, say long live the king. Young Yoda out.
Yeah, don't call them bastards, Joe.